Good evening and welcome to the ITV News in London. Tonight's main stories. After the fire, a community gathers to oppose anti-Muslim hate crime. Go slow to save lives, TfL imposes new speed restrictions. The power of twins, how seeing double could be the key to medical breakthroughs. And the unfortunate incident of the plane in the back garden. Hello, I'm Charlene White. An anti-fascist group is holding a vigil tonight following an arson attack on an Islamic centre in North London. The Al Rama Islamic Centre in Muswell Hill was burnt to the ground in the early hours of yesterday morning, and anti-terrorist police are still investigating the cause. Ria Chatterjee reports.
Community leaders talked as police continued to investigate. Hilary Benn, the Shadow Secretary for Communities and Local Government, visited the scene to show support. The Al Rama Islamic Centre had been a place people gathered.
But we haven't lost the spirit of our education and purposes, so we are willing to go, and life goes on as normal for our community at the moment.
Graffiti reading EDL was found on the building, and police are investigating any potential connections. The far-right group have denied any involvement in this incident, but since the killing of drummer Lee Rigby, their voices have been growing louder. Faith Matters, a group that works to increase religious cohesion and reduce extremism, has reported a rise in anti-Muslim attacks.
Generalised street-based abuse targeted at people, online abuse that's targeted at individuals, cars that have been damaged, mosques that have been damaged, so windows broken, and incendiary devices thrown at mosques. The online chatter, which is significant, the online Islamophobic talk, which is significant, moving into the physical arena is very worrying. And that jump is of real concern to us.
Police are treating this fire as suspicious, and it seems certain groups in the community are becoming suspicious of each other. Are you worried that the killing of drummer Lee Rigby has sparked a community tension that could potentially get out of control?
Well, what I think's happened is that people have tried to make political capital out of it, particularly the far right, particularly racist and fascist. Organisations like the English Defence League have tried to make hay out of horrible murder in order to encourage more division and more racism. I think our community is, there's a lot of community cohesion. People actually live side by side together, happily, but there's always a danger that a minority of people will try and use the death of Lee Rigby, the sad death of Lee Rigby, in order to drive more division.
All eyes are now looking forward. What will become of this site, and how new centre to draw them together?
Well, Ria is in Muswell Hill for us, where a vigil is about to start. Ria, how has the community reacted to the events of the last few days?
Well, when I was here earlier this morning, somebody walked past the community centre and said, "I can't believe it, it's completely gone." And I think that sense of shock and disappointment is being reflected across the community. Now, over the last few weeks, we've seen protesters from opposite ends of the spectrum speaking out. And tonight, as you mentioned, there is a vigil. The group Unite Against Fascism are holding that vigil, and one of the organisers of that event joins me now. What message are you hoping to get across tonight?
Our message tonight is to say they will not divide our communities. I am a local resident here. My kids went to school up the road, and we are saying fascists, racists who seek to take advantage, who do this kind of thing, must not divide us. We want to be sure, in solidarity with the communities, that the proper police action is taken to protect communities. But to Muslims in Britain, we say, we are with you. We're all Muslims tonight. To our community, we say, we're all together. We're not going to allow these people to come in, firebomb like they did in the Deep South in America, and create havoc in our communities.
Obviously, we don't yet know what exactly was behind this incident, but you're expecting a lot of people tonight. Do you see that as a hopeful sign that people want community cohesion?
There is no doubt in this community that there's a tremendous amount of community cohesion. I find it difficult to believe that anybody from this community would have done this. But nationally, the sense of solidarity that people feel who want to isolate racism is very, very strong. And I think we're going to show that tonight. and show that to everybody that we are together. Racists aren't part of Britain.
Thanks for joining us. Well, as I said, police are still investigating this incident. No arrests have been made yet.
Okay, Ria, thanks very much for that.